So this is week 13 of the 52 Weeks of Cooking Challenge, and this week's challenge was chilies, and we made Chili's baby back ribs, which totally was not in the spirit of the challenge because it was supposed to be spicy chilies, but we're trash.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Summer in the south. The sun is out. The grill is hot, the beer ice cold, and the women are wild. Today for week 13 of the 52 Weeks of Cooking Challenge, we're making baby back ribs on the Weber kettle. So I'm going to show you guys how I like to set up the kettle for a low and slow smoke. And it's super easy. So we're going to get a good bit of charcoal in there, and we're just going to snake it around like so. So we're just going to snake it around. This will go for like 8 hours. So you can do this method for pork butts or ribs or really anything you want to smoke. Brisket, if you want to put a whole shitload of work and money into something that's just not as good as any pork product. So you got one layer, you're going to go around and do two. Alright, so once you have your two wide, you just want to do one more on top. So two wide, one on top is the basic snake setup. 60% of the time, it works every time. The rest of those little scragglers, we're just going to take and throw them in our chimney. Light one of these little fire starters. Throw your couple coals on top. Living the dream. Okay, so once your coals have kind of ashed over a little bit and you can see the flame peeking through, they're good. So we're going to dump those out. And we're going to put them at the start of our snake. And then this will continue to cook all the way around, like I said, for probably about 8 hours. And you can throw your wood on. For us, we've come to realize the perfect level is about 3 pieces of wood. We're using apple today. Throw our grate back on and then cover her up. While we wait for that to get going pretty good, we will prep the ribs. Alright, so we got our rack of baby back ribs, which frankly are too goddamn expensive from Publix. $29.07. That's batshit. Lost their fucking mind with some of these prices. So we're just gonna get all the moisture from the outside of them. I love making ribs, man, because ribs are one of those things where everyone thinks it's so much more impressive than it actually is. They're like, oh man, it's Declan the Rib Man, when really, you don't do anything. This membrane here, we're going to go ahead and remove it. It's super easy. You slide a knife down in there, pull it up a little bit, and then you should be able to just grip it with a paper towel. And it just pulls right off. Some people hate this. Some people say it's really tough. I frankly don't give a shit, but it also just takes like 2 seconds to remove it. So you might as well. We're going to do mustard as a binder, just so the seasoning sticks to it a little better. Another thing that's hotly debated in the barbecue community is whether or not you use any binders. Who gives a shit, man? Who gives a fuck? For the seasoning, we're going to be using this Holy Voodoo. I like it a lot. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet. You can use anything you want. There are no rules. This is a technique video. Throw a little bit more on the edge where we missed it. Alright. And we're just going to throw these in the fridge until the grill is ready to go. We'll check on it together. We'll check together. Whenever I said wait for the grill, I really just meant wait for the snake to light. See here, it's right about 225-ish. That's how it should burn the whole time. So we're going to take this off and go inside and get the ribs. So we're going to take our rack and we are going to set it meat side up on the opposite side of the grill. And now we're just going to cover it up, put the grate over the meat so the smoke runs over it, and come back in about 3 hours. Every single rack of ribs is different. Generally speaking, baby backs are good in about 5, so we're going to leave them for 3 and then come check on them, and I'll show you guys. We'll fuck with it a little bit. Oh, drop it to the floor. We could just put the butter and sugar down now. What do you think?
How long was that?
I didn't know it extended. Point is of serrated
No
knives.
more.
Can you show? Yeah, I can take a picture of you with your phone so people can see how stupid it is. See if you can hold it by like the very tip, like wait. So the ribs have been on there for about 3 hours, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some butter down. gonna put the butter down. We were laughing way too hard and we accidentally cut the video off. But all we did was we wrapped the ribs with brown sugar and butter, and now we are putting them back on the opposite side of the coals, probably about an hour. Yeah, we fucked up. We had the giggles, and we accidentally hit stop on the recording. Move, bitch. All right, so it's been about an hour, and what we're gonna do now, we're gonna leave these in the foil. So we're going to cook them for about an hour more, and we're just going to baste them with some sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's. Blue Ox Champion Blend. Yeah, some Sweet Baby Ray's. And hopefully in about an hour, these will be good. Check back in an hour. So it's been right about an hour, 5 hours total, and we're going to check if we're done with something called the bend test. This is how you should cook your ribs. Honestly, you shouldn't do it by time, but you just pick it up, and if it folds 90 degrees like that, you're done. So take these motherfuckers off, and then we're going to go inside and make sure we did a good job.
Barbecue sauce. That is going on the ribs.
Yum.
Yummers.
Yummers.
www.yummers.com. Since Coco likes sauce, we can sauce them one more time. So this is week 13 of the 52 Weeks of Cooking Challenge, and this week's challenge was chilies, and we made Chili's baby back ribs, which totally was not in the spirit of the challenge because it was supposed to be spicy chilies, but we're trash. Sweet Baby Ray's. Yes, this is definitely another one.